Okay, so I'm going to be reading out some Sisili sentences, which is on the right, in the right column, and the English translations are on the left. Okay, the first sentence is Zilaka tanroin letulos, which is it had been looking at my meat. Obolumema yitulo, sheep are not a dangerous animal. Horojim sol. How are you always so reckless? I struggle pronouncing the RH sound, which is meant to be the French R, like in sœur, like sister, but I struggle pronouncing it. The next one is Hietun lebuva eobolum. Jiema ohokum. Why are the sheep in the house? They are not pets. Specifically, ohokum is indoor pets. And how about I say that sentence with a little bit more emotion? I don't know. I like saying that sentence a lot. We have oima anu, which most people often say in speech, like when you're saying it quickly, it is oimanu. And then you have oima anwa, which you would often say oimanwa. And that means I did not know oimanu, and I didn't know. I do not know, sorry, I don't know oimanu, and I did not know is oimanwa. Got it mixed up for a second. Oiano hezet oidan. I know what I am doing. Hezet means specifically what thing, so I'm literally saying I know what thing I am doing. Sas oinka sajaj Sas oinka chezajo emajo. Sas oinka chezajo emajo. Which is currently my mental health is not good. Sas had actually been sas, but it was rs, which is a consonant cluster which cannot appear at the end of words or finally. So they can appear in the middle, but not at the end. So I had to change sas, which is currently, means like now and stuff, which it will probably also change. It's sas, sounds kind of funny. But anyway, moving on. Ize I yayon emajo zak oinka sejal. Chezajo. Ka chezajo. Ize yayon emajo zak oinka chezajo. Which is, the story is not good for my mental health. Next one. Oimano hezeto isai tuito. Oilaku maakanes. Oilaku maakanes. Ma akenes ak esenel. Ma aken akenes. Okay, I'm struggling to say. Wilaku ma ak esenel, which is I don't know what I want to tweet. Oimano hezeto isai tweeto. I'm bored. Wilaku ma ak esenel. Or wilaku ma kesnel. Kesenel? Yeah. Then we have Mali ma amsoro. Mali mamsoro is a makarika. Mali, no eating. It's not snack time. Fun fact, amsoro used to be amsra, but that had three consonants, a three consonant cluster, which you cannot happen. You can only have two consonant clusters. So I had to change that one, and so it became amsoro. Moving on, oyanu hukzet o mochak e. Oyanu This is really hard to say sometimes. Uyano hukzet o mochak e. I know where the L is. Uyano hukzet. Hukzet is literally where thing the L is. So I'm literally saying I know where thing the L is, which sounds idiotic in English, but yeah. Tasjayo nyos I imni yozet. Tasjayo nyos I imni yozet, which is remember to keep a safe distance. Yeah. Roche unka seja owi win, which is sit on the green dot. Fun fact, seja owi win means tree color 0 or naught. So it's like, tree color dot, green dot. Sanku, which if you want to say, which is thank you, sorry. If you want to say specifically thank you, informally it would be sanku sol. And if you're gonna be formal, it's sanku sir. Sanku sir. And then the next one is swearing. So these three will be swearing. Okrichi, which is a consonant cluster, so it's not actually correct. But anyway, okakrichi, which is the fucking bird, the worthless bird. Wait, can I swear? Oh my god, I don't know. And then we have the next one, which is oyasi kakriya sol ochi. The next one, oyasi kakriya ochi. You can read the translations. I can't remember. Pretty sure I can swear. I don't know. And the next one is Hietashe oze. Why was that allowed? Hietashe oze. Ui morph siswin. Sorry. Ui morph. I keep getting it wrong. Ui morph siswin el buva. Masol. Ui morph siswin el buva masol. Which is, I am building our house, not you. And then we have the next one, which is Jisai. I was going French there. Jisai sol hechos el amsas rak achea, which is she wants you to buy food from the shop. Jisai really gets me confused with the French je sais. Anyway, next one, ozewa ikatik zuyo. Which that was a deplorable assault. When I say oziwa, I don't know, it reminds me of saying like the Australian Aussie. Next one, Izei yi mawit, mala mawit, which is, this is a hot spring, not a hot tub, because mawit can change the definition depending on the gender of the article, the grammatical gender. So yi mawit is the animate article, yi, and la mawit is the inanimate gender. So animate is hot spring, while inanimate is hot tub, because it's man-made. The next sentence, katiki madur. Suasi sai nafto. Don't offend him, you'll want to gain his favor. Nafto means to gain favor. Yeah. The next one. Maswinel kohas eile intesva. Maswinel kohas eile intesva. Kohas. I feel like Kojas sounds Spanish or something. Which is, no, our beds are small and cozy. And then the next sentence is Yinkoijawa tunuin el buva, which means, An unknown person was inside my house. Not something you want to say. Next, America e ikawo, which is America is a country. You can say Kamerica instead of America if you're kind of speaking quickly. You will kind of sound like big country-ish, you know, when you really cut your words off. But yes, you can say that. The next one is Oyain lako yipich ngui mikans. I forgot to change that. That's actually mikanes. Mikanes, because we can't have clusters. Which means the desert has a few hidden holes. Oyain, yain being the desert. Lako yipich ngui mikanes. Mikanes is holes. Pretty sure. Yeah, because ngoi is hidden. So beach ngoi. Few as in little, like you have little, a few, like a lower amount of hidden holes, but there are still holes, hidden holes. Next sentence. Jisolu aku yenol dewa yideksha tun Australia, which is Castelia, which is, she said, the rumor says he was an outcast by committing crime in Australia. Castelia or Castelia is Australia. Teksha means an outcast, typically an outcast by committing crime. So you know. Yeah. Then we have the next one. Oruya Naiwo, which is the rains have stopped. Naiwo is irregular spelling because it comes from Naios, which is to stop, and that's Naios is the verb, the base, the infinitive verb, I think that's the word. Yeah. And it's just irregular. They decided instead of confusing people with changing the spelling, they just kept the spelling, but the pronunciation is slightly odd. And then we have the next sentence, which is Dunovici awitwo tundun objago, which is his blood gurgled in his throat. A very gruesome sentence, because I had created vice or vice, which is blood, and awitos, which is gurgle, or boil, and I wanted to use them in a sentence, so I put them together and got a very gruesome, gory sentence. Yeah. The next one. Jenkashanol emajo zakshin uchizajum, which is her jealousy is bad for their mental health. Chizajum is the plural, but it can get confusing because it looks like some of the habitual verb endings. So yeah. Next one is Wemai dosi rochidan. Nuja oichidanim zakkahuchon. Zakkahuchon. Oh my god, a bug. Zakkahuchon. Which is, I'm not part of the religion, but I perform a religious action by forhuchon regularly. Chidanim is the habitual ending. Huchon is the Nikunyu's, the Yonglo speaker part of the Yongle speakers religion, culture and stuff. Huchon is the spirit or god of the night sky, which is meant to be a giant black snake that tries to eat the sun. I'm pretty sure it's eat the sun, and the moon is its eyes. Which Huchon is also the word in Yonglo. In Yonglo, Huchon is the word for it's for night sky, but in Sisili it's just referring to the god or the spirit. Can't remember if it's god or spirit, probably both. Next one, Jikuche Jinsetin. She stutters her words, or Kuche, which I think is kuchis, can mean like falter, stumble, or stutter. Okisa e otaran Ozawa, which is the boy is the successor of the king. If you know My Hero Academia, yes, Zawa is technically in reference to that, unintentionally, though, at first. Next sentence, Kafas Ra'akaneska, or Kafas Ra'akaneska, if you want to say it with kind of a heavy accent, which is the enjoyment of the seat. That was really fun to write. Next one, Izei Elkirok, Oyasi Uyis Jaze Ochi. This is the library. I'll curse that bird. The bird meaning a loud, boisterous person. And you know the saying, this is a library, so you don't want a loud person in a library, which is why they're cursing them. Matcha. Jaze yi amach. Oh, let me redo that. Matcha. Jaze yi amach mi. Wow, that is a weird peach. Jaze yi amach mi. Which yi amach mi is a weird peach. Matcha is a interjection one usually says. And then the last sentence is Nayu amanasinoe. Stop embarrassing me. And that's it. Oh, well, let's say the pangram, which has all the letters in it. Not the sounds, but the letters. Which is Kafitu Zaka Senel Ereyoro O Hojan Peyegat Hokum Tun Lamiyu Owi Buva, which is the trigger for happiness is being the reckless person with 8 indoor pets in a pink color house, which is a great sentence, I think. And that's it. Maybe I'll quickly say the months. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And the months Yautwa, Ruiwa, Chisetwa. They're the 3 seasons that Sisili goes by. Sisil. Sisil. Anyway, that's it.